Hello ladies and gentlemen, fellow traders. Today is 5th of January 2020, 12:24 p.m. Welcome to our BBMA weekly analysis. Let's get started. We first start by review our BBMA setup SOP. We have weekly re-entry sell. We use daily MHV and re-entry. We look at H4 for our re-entry, which is MHV and also momentum. We use H1 for early confirmation. We look for extreme momentum, and this is the entry confirmation. We also use oscillator to check for divergence if we are not sure of the current price action. Our main entry and exit is on H4. We use it for entry and also our cut loss. We trade 1% per trade. We trade one pair per account, and we have maximum 5 pairs running. We maintain only the capital in the trading account, and then we always cut loss before we MC, and also see if the trade hit stop loss. Okay, we trade all pairs. However, we focus on the pair that is low volatility to suit our trading style. We use automation in TradingView. We use our custom indicator to detect for setup like extreme, momentum, or entry. Okay, that will be our setup SOP. Let's review our last week trades. Last week was the last week of 2019. We have loss of minus 5.22% of our equity. As we can see, we have 7 total trade last week. Out of those, we have 3 stop out, which is account to 5.22%. However, we still have running trade such as EU, and then we have our gold, and we also have GU from the extract signal in the group. So these 3 trades are still running. We will continue to monitor and bring it forward to this week trade. Okay, so let's get started to look at our trade setup for this week. We first look at the DXY for our USD currency guide. In weekly, we can see that the price is piercing the lower Bollinger Band, but did not close below it. So far, it has not made any momentum. However, if we see the bigger picture, we can see here is a extreme sell. Then this is the TPW. However, the TPW go beyond, which is crossing the lower Bollinger Band, but this is still a TPW, and this is the MHV sell. And now it's supposed to on the way down to make a momentum sell. However, here we did not see any momentum sell. It make a re-entry sell here, and now it's at the area of the low Bollinger Band. In this case, we will continue to monitor. We'll see that this is not forming an extreme yet because there is no reverse candle. Zoom down to daily time frame. In daily time frame, we can see the price has made a re-entry sell and momentum sell, and now it currently doing a re-entry sell again. So the daily outlook for the XY is still bearish. And on H4 we can see that the price have make a MHV in this area, and then it crossed to the top side of the Bollinger Band. However, it does do a fake out here. It tried to do a momentum, but it failed to do momentum. So this is a MHV, and the price succumb back under the also under the EMA 50 and the this MA 5 and 10 high. So at this point of time, there is no clear confirmation that the bullish trend for the XY will continue. Okay, so that's for the XY as the guide. Next, we look at the first pair that we have from last week, which is EURUSD. For EURUSD, we go for the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, we can see that very interesting price formation. it tried to go above the Bollinger Band. It failed to close above Bollinger Band, and at the same time it also reject the EMA 50 on the weekly time frame. This is a very significant level. So this setup is a MHV sell, and then we go to daily. And daily we can see it make an extreme sell, and it doing a TPW now. So we expect we will have a retracement up, okay, retracement up, and making a MHV. So this is part of the sell trend. And on H4 we can see that the price already make a momentum sell here, and then it do a re-entry sell, and now it's closing below the EMA 50 or just at the EMA 50. So for this one we can't really see it clear. We can drop to lower time frame, and we can see here the price on the lower time frame is actually close below EMA 50. Since you already have this Euro USD trade, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna hold our position, move our stop, and if you don't have position yet, you can consider this position by entering here or wait for a retracement to re-entry sell here. The stop loss will be above this top BB, which is at the current price is around 30 pips. I believe this is quite a tight stop loss for Euro USD. It's pretty decent. Okay, so that is Euro USD. Our bearish is our bias is bearish. Next pair we want to look at is USD CHF. For USD CHF on a weekly time frame is doing a momentum sell, big, but be careful because this is a rejection candle, and although the BB is still on expanding, which is signify the movement is still strong downward, we need to look at the lower time frame. At the lower time frame we can see now the price is making a extreme buy. Okay, so this extreme buy need to be valid if there is a momentum buy at the lower time frame. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna check H4, and then in H4 we can see the price is trying to make a upward move here, but as you can see it failed to close above top BB here, and we still have the EMA 50 here. However, be careful because this BB is not expanding as much as we want it to be. If you don't have position, you can consider enter the position here. The stop is very tight, 25 pips, and this is the potential reward here, which is about 2.76. Mean for every dollar you risk here, you have the 2.76 as a reward here. Okay. If you're still not very sure, you can look at lower time frame as well, right, to make sure that the trade is valid. But I suggest you if you consider this trade, you can enter here and put your stop here. Okay, either you stop or you use cut loss to cut it. Okay, next pair is AUDUSD. So AUDUSD, very interesting here. We checked this pair since last week. We circled this area, and this is a MHV buy, right? Yeah, this is the extreme buy, TPYG, MHV, CSAK, re-entry, and this is momentum. Mean this is a full setup on weekly, which is going to be very strong. However, as per the BBMA diagram, this will make a re-entry at the re-entry zone here. Okay, so be ready for that. And then we look at D1. As you can see, D1 price is retesting the buy zone on D1, and actually it reject the MA10, but now it's this is not a valid re-entry because it did not reject the MA5 low here. So at this point of time, it's still if we break this one, you're gonna retest the EMA 50 here on the lower time frame. So as you can see here, it's making an extreme buy. However, we can see that the BB is still expanding, mean this movement has not yet end. So this is a sell movement, AUDUSD here, MHV, right? CSAK, momentum, re-entry sell, and then it goes down here. If this continue not making a momentum, this price will continue to go up. And what we can do is we drop to the lower time frame and wait for momentum buy. As you can see here, if this does not close here but instead going up here, our buy will be valid. So in this case, what we can do is we have our custom indicator, right? We update it to the 2020, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add alert. So we use our custom indicator, look for momentum buy, right? We wait for bar close and then momentum buy H1. Okay, so we have our momentum buy. Wait a minute, it take a while. Yeah, so this is our custom alert, so it will send the message to us once this price close above the top BB. Okay, so that's it for AUDUSD. Next pair we want to look at is AUDUSD. Next is GBPUSD. Oops, sorry. GBPUSD. Okay, for GBPUSD, this is a very interesting pair for now. Last week we see a re-entry buy. However, we see the price is rejecting the MA high, right? And after re-entry, if there's no momentum, mean the price will bounce back. Okay. Then if we look at D1, we can see almost a very good full setup. We have extreme sell here. We have our TPW, and that was the re-entry buy on weekly, right? That become MHV on D1. So using the BBMA full setup diagram, we know what's the next one is after MHV is momentum, right? CSAK happened here. Okay, so even CSAK already happened. CSAK, this is CSAK, right? CSAK here. So next is momentum. So momentum sell. So we expect the price to cross below the low BB on the daily time frame. Okay, so that's for GBPUSD. That's what we expect. And if we look at the lower time frame, we see price have crossed the EMA 50. So if price cross EMA 50, that means it's a strong movement downward. I mean, if cross down is strong move downward, and like I said just now, the BB is expanding, so that's a hint for us to show that this movement is still strong. Okay, that's GBPUSD. For GBPUSD, we have the extra entry from the group last week, so we're gonna hold our position and we're gonna keep adding position if we see re-entry, especially on the D1, right? We expect momentum, re-entry, momentum, re-entry. So we're gonna add our position if we see re-entry setup. Okay, last pair that we want to look at this week is gold. Okay, last week for gold we have our analysis. We looking for buy gold, and yes, gold is going up last week. Due to market sentiment and all the news, it really spikes up. There is a advantage for us. although in our analysis we already prepared to buy gold. Okay, so for gold, weekly is a momentum buy. It's very obvious here, momentum buy. BB expanding, right? And as you can see here, this is from the when the EMA 50 went out from the BB, that means we have a re-entry at a higher time frame. So for gold, actually we have a re-entry buy at monthly, right? That's a big buy here. Okay, so that's why we see the weekly here, the BBMA EMA 50 is out from the BB. So for this one, our target of course is to at least go up to this top BB, 1570 something, and then if we look at weekly momentum buy, daily also momentum buy, BB expanding rapidly, H4 is also H4 is it have moment extreme sell here, but that does not change the direction, because you see the candle still close outside the BB top, and based on Chego O'Malley itself, if the candle is closed outside the BB, the extreme is not valid. So that's it for gold. We continue to hold our position, and if we see our a re-entry opportunity, we re-entry. Okay, so that's it for this week. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best and profitable weeks ahead. Till we meet again next week. Bye bye.